This video was made about 14 years ago, and it was entitled, it was a public service to white women from a black woman. But this is what black women were trying to do back then, is warn white women about what these black men were doing and trying to make sure, help them see so they can be cautious and vet those relationships with black men who show them interest a little more closely. But for the most part, most white women dismissed it outright, thought we were jealous of them, and did not listen. So here we are, decades later, at least one decade later from at least this video, and we're seeing the high rate of out of wedlock rate among white women who did not listen, the high rate of absentee black fathers with these biracial children who don't have. And as a matter of fact, the rate of absentee fathers with white women with biracial children is even higher than the absentee rate of black mothers, single mothers. So at least, we did try to warn you. You just didn't listen. And then, so I'm just going to play this video of this woman. Some white women did listen. And I did put it up on the screen here for, like, say, this woman here and what she wrote. And her being happy that this public service announcement was made. But for the most part, most white women ignored her, ridiculed other black women, and didn't listen. So I hope this generation of white women and women of other races will listen and closely vet the black men that approach you for relationships, and make sure they are actually in it because they love and respect you, and not for superficial and selfish and downright dangerous and disgusting reasons. Okay, so I'm going to just let her play, and because I think that this needs to be revisited, that we have been trying to warn you, we have warned you, and it's up to you what you do with that.
Though I chuckle, this is no laughing matter. It's become necessary for me to make this video. It has come to a crucial point where things have to be said and the truth has to be told. I'm doing this video as a public service announcement to white women. Becky, Sarah, Elizabeth, Jane, wherever you fit in, white women, I'm talking to you. There's a certain sector of black men. I said there's a certain sector of black men, meaning not all black men, not even many black men, but a few black men who are coming for you. Many of them have already invaded your spaces, your places, your minds, and your vaginas. They are mad and pissed off at black women. Let me bring that to you another way. They hate their mothers, their grandmothers, their aunts, their sisters, and their female cousins. They also are pissed off and mad at their ex-girlfriends and possibly even ex-wives. And I hate to say it, most likely their female children. What's the common denominator of all the women that I've mentioned that they are pissed off at? They're black. This certain sector of black men have come to think of themselves as victims. They're mad, they're having a temper tantrum, they're taking their toys and they're going to the next sandbox. So I must let you know about them. I like to refer to them as the BBD crew. No, not Belle Biv DeVoe. You only wish. Because at least they got some money. BBD crew as in broke, busted, and disgusted. Say it with me now. Broke, busted, and disgusted. I wish I could give you some signs to look for as far as physical traits, but there are none really. But though something tells me that most of these men, at least 70%, are short. I say they are short because I'm 5'10", 5'10 and a half, and I've dealt with in my life the short man bitch syndrome. And the BBD crew syndrome, they kind of go hand in hand. Also, be not fooled by the myth. Be not fooled by the myth, white women, the myth. You know the myth. You know the myth. The myth does not apply. The myth does not apply to the BBD crew. Most likely, I need not say anymore. So you may not even get a good roll in the hay for it. These men are abusive in nature. I repeat, these men are most likely abusive by their very nature. The mere fact that they hate their family, their female family members, they even hate their skin means most likely, yes, most likely, they hate themselves. This has been proven time and time again. Now don't get me wrong. If you're dating a man of color, he may just love you for you, but be aware of the BBD crew. They most likely will dog out black women to you, to your face, and talk about us like we ain't shit. That is the first sign, which should make your ass want to run away anyway. They will dog out their mamas, their grandmamas, their ex-wives, and their girlfriends to you. Judge them appropriately. If you get caught up in the rapture and find that you have now developed some relationship with a member of the BBD crew, be very aware. I must warn you to do not have their baby. Because the mere fact that the BBD crew hates themselves, they will most likely hate their own children. Because they can run, but they can't hide. Because when that child is born and that child develops and becomes a human being who grows and starts to show features that resemble those of the members of the BBD crew, the features they most likely hate, they will begin to despise their own children. Because the mere fact they hate themselves means they will hate their own children. So I'm warning you. Should you run into one of these motherfuckers, we ask that you put them on blast on YouTube. Put up their pictures and everything else we need to know about them, because they need to be called out. Should you happen to meet somebody in the BBD crew who probably has a little money, though I doubt it because most of them don't. But say you do meet somebody who has some money. We ask that you use that motherfucker up as much as you can. You get all the Gucci, Prada, and Chanel your ass can hold. That is what you do. You get you a house by the lake. Should you happen to marry one of these motherfuckers that has some money, and then you find yourself in divorce court, we ask that you wash their asses out. We ask that you do a Sean Kemp baby mama on their stinking asses. Black women would appreciate your cooperation in this matter. So white women, you have been warned. They're coming for you. For us, it's good riddance. For you who knows what the future holds. They may put you on a pedestal in the beginning, but as time goes by, because of the mere fact that they hate themselves and they are abusive by nature, they will turn on you. Be not deceived and be not mocked. White women, you have been warned. Take the necessary precautions to guard yourself. Again, I thank you for listening. And black women would appreciate your cooperation in this matter. May God have mercy on your soul.